y'all, it's Winn Dixie with Ravin Dixie Line. Today we are filming this episode of The Biker at Ole Skool Riders Clubhouse in Clarksville, Tennessee. We are continuing our summer of heat with the bike world's hardest hustlers. We are sitting down with Street King MC's president, Deebo. Welcome to the show, Deebo. How are you today?
I'm good. How you doing?
Doing well, doing well. Like I said, we are doing the summer's hardest hustlers, and we have Deebo here with us. Deebo, tell us a little bit about what you do. What's your business?
Well, my business is a protection agency, Two Brothers Protection Agency. And what we do a little bit of everything dealing with security, protection, just anything you can think of. We do, I mean, from auto recovery to special events to bodyguarding to, you know what I'm saying, transport protection. I mean, we do just a whole
What's transport protection?
Well, it's similar to bodyguarding, but what it is just, you know what I'm saying, you transporting the executive. It's really called executive transport protection.
So is it like an escort? Like, I mean, transport, is it like you're escorting them? Is it that kind of security for them? Okay, like FBI or CIA security? I know, maybe not that serious, but yes.
Similar to, but it's basically like, you know, you have a bodyguard that walks around with them, but you also have people that do special, you know what I'm saying, special training for, like if you're transporting somebody and somebody get after the car, they know how to move through traffic.
Who are usually the people that you're transporting in these services?
It's like if a single come into town.
Okay,
or, you know, a pro athlete or something like that.
Yeah.
So that's basically.
Okay, so that's like really.
That's who asks for transport protection.
Yeah. All right, so what else do you do? I know you've got like some hotels that you secure. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so with that, it came from when we started the hotels. It came from when I was head of security at, you know what I'm saying, the nightclub. And then the hotel that was right beside the nightclub, I guess the owner watched how we move around or whatnot and how we handle security. And then he came to me personally and asked, what do you think about taking care of my hotel security? Then once we latched on his hotel, it grew to 3 hotels.
Yeah.
Then 3 hotels grew to 11 hotels within like 3 or 4 months.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's where the hotels came from within that same area. So, I mean, within like a 2-mile radius, we got all the hotels.
So you got like the whole block monopolized, basically. Yeah. So when did you start Two Brothers Protection Agency? We
became a legal entity July the 15th of this year. But Two Brothers Protection Agency been, you know what I'm saying, been a thing for ever since a little bit over 15 years.
Yeah.
I mean, because it's been me and my brother, the one that owned the company. We've been doing security together for over 15 years, from when we was down in Mississippi to when we moved to Nashville, then we continued on doing security. So, I mean, Two Brothers Protection Agency, just the thought of it, it being a being, so it's been for a little bit over 15 years.
Yeah. So what made you get into security all those years ago? What was the motivation behind becoming security?
Well, I mean, you know, we had jobs outside of security. I mean, from management all the way down to factory work and all that. But it's like when it came down to us having to go and, you know what I'm saying, protect people and all that, it's like we rushed to do it. You know what I'm saying? It's like it was passion. You know what I'm saying? We put our all into protecting people. But when we go to other jobs, it was like, we got to go to the job again.
The energy level was just down when you were there.
But when we go to protecting people, it was like we was amped up. It don't matter if we ain't had sleep for 3 days. It was like we were amped up.
Because it fueled you.
Exactly. Yeah. So we figured out, well, hey, this is our passion. Maybe this is our calling, you know what I'm saying, to protect people. So that's when we put our heads together and we say, you know what, let's do this. Let's Two Brothers Protection Agency.
So you started off with, it was you and your brother, and now you're kind of grown a bit.
Yes.
Do you have employees under you?
Yes, we, outside of us, we got a little bit over 30 security guards on our roster.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I know you do a lot of bike parties. That's when I first noticed your security was at a bike party. Tell me, how has being a part of the bike world kind of like opened doors for you that maybe in the past, or if you weren't in the bike world, might not have been open for you? How has the bike world benefit to protection?
Well, we kind of look at it as beneficial on both sides. So it was like, you know what I'm saying, we bikers, we love what we do when we out doing biker stuff, but if we love biker stuff so much, how about we do security for the bikers and we're still around it, but even though we're around it and we are bikers, we still separate ourselves from the bike community while we're doing security, opposed to when we on the bike set, you know what I'm saying, we wearing a patch on our back, and when we doing security, wearing patches on our shoulders. So I mean, it kind of benefit on both ends.
Right, because obviously I feel like people see that you are able to separate yourself from it when you are working, so that maybe like entice them to hire you for their event because they know that you're great at what you do.
Exactly.
Right, maybe? All right, so we're going to talk a little bit about Street Kingz. When we come back, we're going to hear from one of our sponsors. Be right back.
Someday, as a motorcyclist, you might need your day in court. You need to know, if you contact us, you won't be standing alone. I've been riding bikes for 30 years, and as a lawyer, I understand fully the laws to protect your rights. So when you see me, you'll see one of your own, standing up for you, fighting vigorously for your rights. Because remember, I may not look like a lawyer, but then again, I don't have to. Come see us at Whitfield, Bryson, and Mason.
So you said you were doing something else. You said firewall protection.
Firewatch.
Firewatch protection. What exactly is firewatch protection?
Well, Firewatch is like apartment complexes or any place they have like an automatic alarm system that alarms the fire department. Like when a sprinkler or something blow or something like that, and they have to shut down the sprinkler system, then like the alarm system, they have to shut down also. So you basically is serving as the alarm itself. You patrolling the property and all that, make sure ain't nothing catching fire or whatnot. And if you see anything, then you are the one to call the fire department instead of the alarm system.
Right.
Contact them itself.
All right. So at my condo that I used to live in, like probably 2 weeks after I moved out, I saw on the news where 3 of them caught on fire. But what happened was there was maybe a grease fire in one of the apartments, and they evacuated it, but they put security on there to watch the area that night, and it caught back on fire and burnt down 3 of them. But had he not been there, they would not even known that one was on fire again. So now I know exactly.
Yeah, that's Firewatch. So we are the alarm when Firewatch goes.
All right, guys, we are back, and we are about to talk to Deebo about being a member of Street Kingz MC. So how did you become a part of the MC, Deebo?
Well, I had been in Tennessee for a couple of years, and I mean, I had road bikes in Mississippi, but
how long have you been riding? You've been riding all your life?
I've been riding, and I said altogether almost 10 years.
Yeah, okay.
But in Tennessee, I've been riding for about as long as I've been with Street King.
Okay.
And that's a little bit over 6 years. So I was in Tennessee for a couple years already, and I hadn't even touched a bike. And I decided to get me a bike. Then once I got a bike and I was riding, and I seen somebody zoom past me with a vest on, I said, I wonder what's that all about.
Yeah.
Then once I caught up with them, then we pulled over to the gas station, and it was Street King. And we talked, and I started probating, and then became part of Street King.
So how long did you probate?
I probated, I know, for a little bit over 6 months.
Yeah. That's pretty much the full probationary period. Sometimes it goes a year. But
well, depending on the club.
The MC, right.
Yeah, depending on the MC. But, I mean, it was just where Street Kingz was at that point. You know what I'm saying? They, you know what I'm saying, took me through where they was pruning themselves to how they was going to have the pro base do. So.
And now you're president.
Yes.
How'd you move up the ranks so quickly?
Well, I mean, dedication. It was basically dedication. I mean, cause it's just like my security company. I mean, if I can't do it right, I'm not gonna do it at all. So it was just dedication. I mean, I became enforcer. Then I became sergeant arm. Then I was vice president for like, I guess a few months. Then the president that was decided he'll move out the way and I became president.
Okay.
So
what's that like?
Was being president like?
Yeah.
Well, it's very colorful.
Okay. Tell us a little bit about being president of Street Kingz.
Well, being president, you basically have to figure out how to be everybody in your club and figure out how everybody in your club think. You got to figure out to be everybody except for yourself. You got to take yourself out of the picture, and you got to be in order to relate to each individual member. I mean, our club, we regulate as a family. And it's just like the people in your family. I mean, you got all different type of people in your family.
Right.
To where, hey, you got the ones that's gonna disappoint you real bad, but you still love them. And you got the ones that's gonna do everything to make sure you are satisfied, and they still don't think they satisfying you enough. So, I mean, that's what being president like to me. I mean, it's like, I wouldn't say I'm the father of everybody, but I mean, we so tight as brothers to where, I mean, it's like blood won't make us no closer.
Right. So maybe you're like a natural born leader. You've got your own business, president of your company, moving up the
I would
ranks.
say I'm a natural born leader in a way.
Yeah.
I mean, my zodiac is Leo, so you know all Leos is natural born, natural born leaders.
Leo. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all are leaders. Yes, for sure. So tell me, what do you think keeps you in the MC world? Why do you stay on the set so much?
I mean, I love
You love it.
I love set. I mean, I love just riding and the camaraderie and brotherhood and all that. I mean, I love it. I mean, no matter, it could be a club that I ain't even seen before. I mean, hey, I love that they done came around because, I mean, that's new faces to the set. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I just love, I mean, if I tell you my passion and love for the set, I mean, I can go on and on. I mean, it's just, I mean, I love the set the same way I love my business.
Yeah.
So.
I think you have to love it to be a part of it.
Yeah, it's like a fourth child of mine, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So what kind of bike do you ride, Deebo?
2004 limited edition Booster.
A Busa.
Suzuki Hayabusa.
So is that the only bike you've had?
No, I done had I actually had a Busa and a Harley Road Glide at one time, at the same time. And I've had like 3 or 4.
Well, so do you like the Busa better than you like the Road Glide, the Cruiser?
Well, like kind of like both of them the same. I mean, some people say once you get on the Cruiser, you'll never go back to it. But that's, in my case, I love riding anyway. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just so big, Busa fits me.
It does.
And,
I saw you on the Busa outside.
Busa fits me and the Road Glide fits me. I mean, it's real, you know, the Road Glide real bulky. So, you know what I'm saying? I like the bulkiness. I mean, it's just like it's intimidating.
Yeah.
So
you like?
I like the intimidation.
Intimidation.
Factor, yeah.
Okay.
But
cool.
I mean, I love both of them. I mean, I plan on getting me another Road Glide. It's just the one I had. I mean, if you love riding, the one that I had, it stayed in the shop so much. I said, stay in the shop more than to stay on the road. I said, I can't.
Yeah.
I said, I can't have that.
I get that.
Yeah.
So what would you say the craziest thing that you've done on the bike?
The craziest
Busa
thing?
or the Road Glide, or both?
I'm gonna tell you something. I'm not the risk taker or the
Right.
crazy. I mean, hey, I'm not even.
I respect that.
I'm not even a knee dragger in the curves. You know what I'm saying? I'm the one that think about what could happen when I reach the other side of the curve. So,
Right.
I mean, the craziest thing I done burnout.
Yeah.
The rolling burnout. That's about the craziest thing. I ain't never pulled up the front wheel, nothing like that. That's
Yeah.
not Deebo. Deebo like 10 toes down and both wheels down.
No, I feel you. You ride how you're comfortable.
Yeah.
You don't have anything to prove to anybody.
Yeah, I
except
don't
for
get
yourself.
out. I don't get out my comfort zone.
All right, cool. So as an entrepreneur, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Where I see myself in the next 5 years?
Yeah.
With another extension of my business. I mean, living the way. When I say the way that I think I was gonna be living whenever I started the business, then I had high expectations when I first started the business. But it's like, you know, I mean, running the business, I mean, you see another person run the business, you be like, oh, that's easy, I can run the business. But it's so many ups and downs. So I see myself in 5 years living way up from the bar that, you know what I'm saying, that I started at.
Yeah, I mean, I can identify with that. That's why I'm like, just like really into what you're saying, because when I started the business, going into it, if I had known what I know now, it probably would have scared the shit out of me. I probably wouldn't have done it, because it's a lot. You take on a lot of responsibility. So having like that naivety, so to speak, kind of like helped me. But yeah, I do have a vision of where I want to be in 5 years, and it gets discouraging sometimes. And I think that's what you were saying, like while you're in it, it gets discouraging. But yes, as long as you keep focus of that vision.
I mean, because we got like Cracker Barrel, they done came to us about, you know what I'm saying, doing, you know what I'm saying, traffic control over some of their projects and stuff. And then we trying to get traffic control here in Nashville started up. So, I mean, in 5 years, I plan on not only Nashville and Chattanooga, not only Tennessee, but back home, Mississippi, you know what I'm saying, Georgia, you know what I'm saying, all the bordering states, we plan on having something going on in each one of them. So,
well, it definitely happened for you, for sure.
Yeah.
You have what it takes to get it done, right?
Hey, hopefully.
You do.
Hopefully.
You do. Well, I appreciate you being a part of the show, and I'm excited to see what's going to happen for you in your future with Two Brother Protection Agency and Street Kingz.
Most definitely.
Thanks for being here.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, that wraps up the Summer of Heat. You all be sure to tune in for the biker episodes in the fall of this year. Y'all continue to watch for Bikers on the Road. Winn Dixie, out.